Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike 5. Mike 5-4. Rip left, rip left.
Allen now on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, the connection made. It's Graham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the grab by Croft. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. On second down, this is Harris. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Stay with your man.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Foxtrot.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
That's what I do.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up. To the 25.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
49. I got you.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That's complete to Meredith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down now, it's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Come on out here, come get some.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
59, go! Watch Safety Green, watch Safety Green.
1, Omaha.
Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Mike 5-4. Too little, cut.
Go.
Right there. 54, right there.
To throw again on second down. Allen, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
We got double up, double up. Alert!
A give to Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check the backer, check the backer.
From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Slam, slam, slam.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Check 20.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes this one to Meredith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On first down, here's Breida. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
To throw again, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
21.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Garoppolo going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 21, Bills 9.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen lets this one rip toward Graham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Mike's 5-4.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
56.
Get the left one. Hey, alert 3.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 on the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
56.
Go. 56. Right here. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Rip right. Big ass. Check up.
Stop.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mike's 54. Hey, let's get this. Kill.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A gain of 13 yards.
Back now in Buffalo. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Stop your whining.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he finds Howard complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And a 49er first down.
Here we go,
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
58, right there. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Here we go. 180!
49. Push him back. Push him back.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
This is Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Allen now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike. 6-man.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Half 85.
Watch block, motion, block.
Allen to throw again. Dancing to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, exit.
54, Mike, 54. Man, let's get some penetration.
Now Allen again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Here we go, here we go.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Niners, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home